When we think of Cayuga County in the regional sense, we think of the work that was done regarding the Underground Railroad and the chosen home of Harriet Tubman. That was not in the vernacular before we knew and worked with Cayuga County. It is so important to think about collaborations and partnership in strengthening all of our leadership abilities. We have a perspective of urban centers like Rochester and Syracuse, mixed with the varied experience of the tourism professionals in places like Yates County and certainly Corning, New York. And we just benefit from working together. An excellent example of collaboration where Cayuga County led the way regarding one of our tourism initiatives is accessibility. They brought in Wheel the World to be sure that destinations are accessible and certified in training when we're talking about being accessible to all kinds of disabilities. A shared vision amongst tourism-based businesses are so important for a community in order to embrace the diversity of tourists that come to a certain area. But really, it's understanding and addressing the diversity of the tourist population, whether it be disabilities or nationality or language. That is where collaboration is its strongest.
Partnership plays a big role because when you work together, it'll work better, because I know a lot about the businesses and organizations in our county where the tourism office knows about different places to go and to enjoy. And you need to work together because they have expertise that I don't, and I have expertise that they don't. The Leadership Cayuga program runs September to May, and it goes from north to south of the county. Our education coordinator coordinates with different people up in Fairhaven, down in Moravia. Tourism is involved in that because we ask them a lot of questions and suggestions about where to go and what would be our best bet up north that maybe we weren't familiar with. So that's really, we collaborate all the time, but I think that's probably the best example of one of the programs that we have that we collaborate with everyone.
At County Planning, as part of our work with tourism, we are collaborating with people all the time. The biggest impacts that we see are when we collaborate with our municipalities. One of the most recent projects that's had a huge impact that we helped with is an ADA compliant kayak launch in the village of Union Springs, right on Cayuga Lake in Frontenac Park. It's now the only ADA compliant kayak launch on all of Cayuga Lake. So when we're talking about strengthening leadership in tourism, it really is about partnerships. We're really building on the partnership and our longer-term vision for working together collaboratively for tourism. That has really seen the biggest impacts across our growth in tourism here in Cayuga County. And one of our biggest economic drivers is tourism in Cayuga County, aside from our ag, which we love. So it's really important for us to make sure that we have that constant communication with our assets, with our businesses and our partners and the larger region so that we can all grow together and make sure that tourism as an economic driver is sustainable for Cayuga County. So it's really important for us to make sure we have that open line of communication and making sure the businesses are part of that conversation so no one's getting left behind, but they're along for the ride and helping to make that implementation happen for the larger goal of the region.